Sam, just what's the approach here going into the final game of the season? What's your feelings, entering this last game?
Yeah, obviously, it's always a challenge going against this defense and, not only the talent, but the scheme as well. So we're preparing and, continuing to prepare. We got a really good plan right now. So, again, just looking to, finish strong here with another good practice and just going to continue to watch tape and prepare the way that we always do. And again, like I said, it's going to be an awesome challenge and we're all looking forward to the opportunity.
Sam, after everything you guys have gone through this year, if you were to end the season on a 3-game winning streak, what would that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to win games. So it'd be great, to be able to get this last win in Foxborough. It'd mean the world to me and all the guys in the locker room.
The fact that you haven't beaten the Patriots, would it make it a little extra special?
No, I think honestly for me, like I'm preparing as I would every single week, just trying to do everything that I can to put my best foot forward and, just prepare and, try to go out there and win a football game.
Sam, has this year been one of the more or the most challenging year of your career playing football? You can even go back to when you were back in college and then high school and things like that.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I had a couple, I've had a couple rough seasons, I think, in high school. But this has definitely been a tough season. I think everyone in the locker room can say that because, we're all not used to, losing as much as we did, especially in consecutive fashion, the way that we did, at the beginning of the season. So, yeah, I mean, it was tough on all of us. But again, like I continue to say, like, we're just going to, continue to learn from it. And, going through that tough time that we did, it helped build, our character. That's for sure. And, at the same time, we learned a lot about ourselves as players as well.
What did you learn about yourself?
Yeah, I think just being able to deal with this, just the resiliency of me and, the guys in the locker room. We just continue to fight, every week, really every day. We came in here and, we continued to, just work and, put all the time in that we needed to go win a ball game. And, it didn't work out a ton in the beginning, but we just kept grinding, kept working. And, we got the last two and we're looking to finish off strong.
Sam, a few weeks back, I think we asked you about this at the time. Adam said kind of he felt like he had let you down during his time here. And we don't know what Adam's future is going to be after Sunday with this team. But is there any sense from you the other way? Did you feel at all like you've let Adam down in these 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been stretches where I haven't played it nearly as well as I should have. And I'll be the first one to admit it. So, yeah, there's definitely that part of it. So, yeah.
Sam, do you wonder about your future with the Jets at all? I mean, is that something you think about?
No, I'm just one day at a time. You know how it is. We're trying to get a win in Foxborough this weekend, and I'll worry about that after the season.
Do you consider yourself, I mean, you're only 23. Sometimes we tend to forget that, but as a quarterback whose best days are ahead of him, I mean, do you think you've even come close to what your ceiling is?
Yeah, I absolutely believe my best days are ahead, and I'm just going to continue to work and put, like I said, put that work in to be able to get better and improve every single year.
Sam, I know you said, and you mentioned, this might be looking a little too far forward for you, but a couple weeks ago you said you wanted to be a Jet for life. Like that was your goal when you came here. That's something that you kind of always wanted to say and do. If something were to happen this offseason that changes that, what would that be extremely disappointing for you? How quickly would you be able to move on from that and focus on what would be your mindset in that situation?
I mean, I'm a Jet now, so, I haven't, I know we all like to think of hypotheticals and what ifs, but I'm a Jet right now and I love being here. I love the guys in the locker room and I love going to work every single day here.
Tim, what did you hear from your teammates and coaches after running over the linebacker on Sunday?
It was a mix of emotions. I think some of the players were excited about it. I think most of the coaches were telling me to get down. So, yeah, but it was, yeah, I think for me personally, I learned from it. That's definitely a play where I'd like to get down and slide, but, I got the first down. So, I'm excited about that. But, no, it's definitely something that I learned from, and trying to avoid contact in the future as much as possible.
Hey, Sam, what would you attribute I mean, obviously you've talked so much to us about consistency the last couple of years, and so much has been talked about the fact that you have had receivers, the offensive line has been in flux, et cetera, the skill position players. How much do you attribute that inconsistency around you, to kind of the results, and how much on yourself for maybe not advancing further than you would like to?
I think, like I said, I think early in the year I was way too inconsistent. I mean, at the end of the day, we're running the offense and the game plan that we have that week. For me as a quarterback, you can't necessarily look at who's out there. It's just, going through my progressions and finding the open guy, and that's really what it comes down to. And for me, that I'm just focused on doing that every single week. So, I think for me at the beginning of the year, I wasn't, like you said, I wasn't playing nearly as consistent as I should have. And, I'm continuing to work on that.
Sam, I was wondering, by any chance that over the last week or so, have you and Joe Douglas talked about your future? Like, have you seen him or talked to him or anything like that?
No, we haven't.
Take a couple more for Sam.
Sam, can I ask you about Jameson and what he's meant to you? Obviously, last week he kind of was a showcase of everything he can do, but just the plays he makes, your dependency on him and whatnot. What's he meant to you since he's been here?
He's a playmaker, man. He's a baller. He goes out there, makes plays, and do what he has to sometimes throwing touchdowns. He does what he has to help the team win. And it's amazing to watch it every single week. All of our guys do that, but Jameson especially he's a great player to watch and practice, and just the way he works off the field as well. So, he deserves all the success and all the hype as well.
I've got a question also about Frank Gore, who obviously won't play this week, but what has it meant to have him around you this year? What have you drawn from him, and what have you seen fellow younger players draw from him, from the experience?
Yeah, I mean, I said it, I think, last week, but Frank's been an inspiration to all of us. I know for him, he's not going to come in here and, hooting and hollering, saying, you guys got to do this. No matter what the circumstances were every single week, he came in here and worked. I mean, it was unbelievable to watch, and it made you realize, what it takes to have a Hall of Fame career and what it takes to be that great of a football player. And he's just a special player, a special human being. And he was put on this earth to play football. And it was just fun to watch him work every single day. And all the guys in the locker, I mean, there's a little award that we give out, most inspirational player. And like I said, Frank's not going to say anything. He doesn't want to say anything. He doesn't want to speak in front of the team, but his actions are what led him to get that award this year. And so he's been awesome just for the entire team, and his work ethic. Like I said, like, our circumstances this year weren't great, losing as many games as we did. And he just came in here every single day and went to work. It was unbelievable to watch, and I'm proud to call him a teammate and a friend.
And I know the win is the most important thing for you Sunday, but would it mean something for you to go out and just have, a big game, a 300-yard passing game, 3 or 4 touchdowns, just something, to end the season on a good note for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, a win would be the best. So that's all I'm worried about. I'm worried about getting a win and helping this team, get our third of the season.
Sam, I'm just curious, when it's been a while, you haven't had one of those games like Brian was talking about for a while, where you've thrown for more than 250. Is pressing, does that become an issue? How do you keep from pressing? And is it frustrating to not have that kind of a breakout game?
No, I can't press. I think whatever for me, and it's been working the last 2 games, just take whatever the defense gives me and whether that's a shot, whether it's an underneath throw, just, you know, taking what they give me and, you know, if it's not there, throw it away, or if I can run, find a running lane to do that and get a first down. So, like I said, I'm going to do everything that I can to help this team win. And that's really my only thing I'm focused on.
Sam, you came in at the same time as your friend Josh in Buffalo, and obviously completely different circumstances. But is it hard sometimes not to look across the way there and compare where you guys are at team-wise, personally, et cetera? And the strides that he's taken this year.
I mean, what Josh has done up there has been amazing. And, you know, obviously we play similar opponents. So, you know, I get to watch some of his tape and, you know, how he's grown as a player. It's been awesome to watch. And so, but for me, I'm mainly focused on what we're doing here and, you know, how we got to go and win a ball game on Sunday. That's really all I'm worried about.